Hello everyone and welcome to the Keep Productive YouTube channel. My name is Francesco and if you're brand new here, welcome, but if you're a regular, welcome back. So today's video, I'm going to be talking a little bit about why I'm back with Todoist. Now, you probably have seen a little bit about the Todoist sort of conversation I've been having with myself. So the last 3 months, actually it's probably a longer conversation than that, but the last 3 months I changed from Todoist to Things 3 for a 3 months period in order to try it. Now, you know, at the end of the day, I am back with Todoist, but I wanted to explain a few of the reasons why I'm back with Todoist. And I wanted to talk in a bit of a dose about how I sort of loved Todoist versus Things 3 and why it was more suitable for me. So guys, just before we dive in, you can get 2 months free Skillshare below. I'll add the link in the description so you guys can get free premium for 2 months and claim that there. It's got loads of workshops. I've just added one about Notion guidebook, so hopefully that one is of use to you. So check it out below. So the story of this starts with Todoist back in 2012 or 13 when I started pretty much university. I was using Todoist, and my main reason behind it was because I knew that Todoist was scalable after university. I was thinking maybe a couple of years in advance when I was picking my to-do list application. Of course, Wunderlist was still available, which is much more of a college/university option, and one that I recommend there a lot more. But I was thinking maybe startups and freelancing a little bit too early and maybe a bit too nerdy. But my premise of using Todoist was really to use the sort of functions there that I liked. So it was a really simple task manager when I got started. So skip forward to maybe 6 months ago when I was using it. One of the main reasons and one of the features that I mainly loved about Todoist is the ability to add some form of chronological ordering. So the way that I nerdily organize my tasks is using timestamps. So I'll show you this on the screen. I will show you stuff on the screen throughout this whole thing. The timestamps of exactly when I will do the tasks. And this is actually personally very helpful for me because that's how I plan my day. I'm very lucky enough to do freelancing, so I actually have like different projects and I can time them based on stuff. And I can add stuff in like gym, can add stuff in like morning tasks and things like that, and errands for the house, even things like that, and it all becomes very helpful. So that's sort of like my background on my Todoist use, and about 6 months ago I was just like, okay, I need to look at another solution, mainly because I was struggling with a couple of things. Now, I was struggling specifically with, I guess, project management to some extent. I wanted a better way to refine project management, and I think Things 3 did look more attractive in that area, mainly because they've got something called areas and projects, and they had more feature association with projects like deadlines and things like that. That's something that definitely attracted to me. And of course, I was in the process of like sort of looking at changing my style of productivity to some extent. When I've been doing freelancing for so long, I would like to test new solutions to see if they're better. Things 3 also delivered, I would personally say, a better design. Now, of course, it's only iOS and Mac available, which I both have, luckily, and I don't necessarily endorse just same platform devices, same platform experiences, but Things 3 definitely delivered a very, very attractive design above Todoist. I would say that design is a lot more minimal and clean versus the design of Todoist. Of course, you get a lot more customization with Todoist. The actual experience isn't as fixed, and you do get the sort of element of being able to change themes and also being able to have that lovely, you know, new fresh image when you've completed your inbox. Now, of course, I did enjoy the Things 3 experience, and it's something that I definitely want to go into detail with because I really don't have anything bad with Things 3. It just didn't work for me as well as Todoist. I highly recommend it. Being able to use it for those 3 months taught me personally a lot about my process, which you will probably see in the Todoist setup video that I'm planning, because you actually see the things I've learned, the things I liked, And also in Things 3, you'll see the things I learned and liked inside of Things 3. So the things I specifically enjoyed with Todoist, and the main reasons I'm back, are probably the timeline function. Inside of Things 3, I was trying to replicate a chronological ordering of tasks. So as I was using it for that month, I would try and organize my tasks as if they were in timeline order. So when I start my day, a morning task appears, and when I finish my day, sort of errands appear so that I can start doing stuff around the house necessarily, and that's tend to how I work. But Things 3 didn't really deliver that. Todoist did a great job because you've got timings of that, and you've just got this neat order of being able to add priority levels, which was really nice. So the other thing that I really did miss inside of Todoist is the comments ability. Of course, inside of Things 3 is the notes ability. So you can actually go into notes and add things like links and more information. But the way that the comment structure is laid out, being able to add files, being able to add links, and being able to add multiple comments to a certain Todoist task. And of course, this is a pro function, so just be aware of that, a premium function of Todoist. It's definitely something that made it more attractive to come back to. Of course, when I'm going out throughout my day, I will do stuff like, for example, if I'm writing an article for a client, I will use like Google Docs, and then I'll paste the link in so that I can quick access it when I'm going to that one. And for example, if I like skip it, I'm like, okay, I'll do this one tomorrow, then I can easily paste it tomorrow and the comment sticks there, which is nice. Also available inside of Things 3, but I just found the whole experience a lot trickier to add notes in, especially because they overcomplicated it with the subtasks. Although I really did like subtasks inside of Things 3. So the other thing is, inside of Things 3, I didn't really like the filters or label abilities because there really wasn't that much of them. Now, I was previously using Todoist with a lot of labels. Weirdly, now I don't use it, but this is one of the reasons why I came back. Of course, Things 3 does have labels. You have the ability to create your own label setup, and they do have a really nice filtering function at the top of the page, allowing you to shortlist, like for example, if you got like 30-minute task, you can quickly go up to the top and select that one. But I think they were more attractive, if I'm honest, inside of Todoist. And the filtering abilities did make it a lot easier. For example, in the future, if I'm like, okay, I want to learn filters, then it's all there and I can access that brilliantly. So the quick add experience is something that I definitely liked inside of Todoist. You can obviously quick add in Things 3 too, Things 3 as well, not Things 3 too. But in Todoist, I really did like the way that you can add stuff in a much more rapid way. Of course, both of them, actually I'm not sure Things 3 has a natural language input as good as the likes of Todoist. I'm not sure it does have it. Let me double check on that one, I'll add it in the comments below. But Todoist's natural language input was so much easier to add tasks. If I'm honest, it saved me hours because I knew each what to do. Like for example, if I like feed the cat Tom at 2 p.m, tomorrow at 2 p.m, it just does it so much faster. And that was so much more of a benefit. So one more note on that sort of process, when you quick add stuff inside of Things 3, when you add it to the inbox specifically, it will go to the top of the inbox and not the bottom of the inbox, and that really annoyed me, if I'm honest. With Todoist, when you add a new task, it'll go at the bottom of your inbox, however long your inbox is, which is so much better and so much more effective. Because, for example, if I'm clearing my inbox and at the same time I have an idea and I want to add it to it, I much prefer it at the bottom because I can process it a lot easier. But that's just such a minor pickle and probably something you can change in Things 3 settings, if I'm honest. I'll double check that. So the final thing that I loved about Todoist specifically is the scheduling function. And the one thing I liked about it is the smart schedule, because sometimes I do use it occasionally. If I'm looking for free spots in my calendar, or sorry, in my Todoist, then I can actually just press the schedule function and choose some of the smart date stuff too, which is very easy to do. Of course, you can schedule ahead inside of Things 3, and I honestly think that upcoming is a great way to move about stuff, and I'll definitely talk about the new Windows section that I loved inside of Things 3 in the Things 3 video, but I think Todoist's way of scheduling is so much more attractive. And the one thing I would that made me, I guess, think more about Todoist than Things 3 is at the point I was finishing up my sort of Things 3 experiment, Todoist announced they're working on a new scheduler function. So I was like, Okay, they're investing more time in a feature that I love, so maybe this was a swayer as well, like more of a swayer to some extent. So that's just something to note. So, you're probably wondering, did you have a good experience with Things 3? I'll be doing a full video on this, my 3-month analysis of the whole experience. Hopefully it will be useful for you, because I know a lot of you guys are in that process of, shall I move from Todoist to another application? And that's maybe after 2 or 3 years of using it, maybe it's after 3 months of using it and you're working out whether that's a better fit. The thing that I would say is Things 3 is a beautiful application. It works really, really well. I had no qualms with it, minus some minor things, and it was just the workflow side of stuff that didn't suit me. And of course, there are some negatives to it. So the thing that I would say is that if you're looking at this experience, maybe watch both of my videos, how it changed my usage and things like that. But just to be clear, I am back with Todoist. I really missed it over those 3 months, if I'm honest. When you have to move and learn, you have to, I guess, work out a new way of doing stuff. And 3 months is a good period of time. 90 days working out how you go through that process is definitely worth it. So this experiment has been very beneficial to me. I wouldn't recommend it all the time to do it. This is the first time I'm doing it in 5 years. So just let you know that. It's not something I do every other day. Of course, I get to test productivity applications all the time, but I don't change them unless there's a definite reason and reason behind it. Anyway guys, I really appreciate, let me know in the comments whether you have any questions about Todoist or Things 3. It'd really be great to hear. Without further ado guys, I really appreciate you stopping by. Make sure to check out the Skillshare in the description below. And without further ado, I will say goodbye to you now. Thank you very much guys. See you very soon. Cheers.